24 News starts right now with breaking news.
Good afternoon. We do have some breaking news here on ABC 24. Memphis Fire confirming that there has been a building collapse at Cummings Elementary. Now, details are still coming in, but we do have a crew live on the scene right now. You can see Cummings Elementary, where it's located there in Soulsville. Now, you may remember this is also the same school where a student brought a gun to school last September, the end of September, September 21st, and shot another student there. Today, though, they are dealing with a building collapse. We are not sure to what degree, but we have been on the ground talking to school board chairmen there. And it is a possible roof collapse, we are just being told, and a possible roof collapse in the library. Earlier, we did see that kids were being dismissed from school. We now know that one adult got hurt but should be okay. Again, these are developing news coming in right to our newsroom right now. Not one person. We're now being told that 3 people total are hurt, but they should be okay. Again, a possible or a confirmed now roof collapse at Cummings Elementary School in Soulsville. We did see students being dismissed. We are not sure. We know one adult was hurt. Not sure if any children got hurt, but we are keeping track of this. This happened around 11 this morning. We do have a crew on the scene. Do we have that live shot, live look at what's happening on there now? We do know that there has been a heavy fire and police presence there all day. So you are taking a look at that scene right now. Again, this is in the Soulsville neighborhood at Cummings Elementary. You can see upset parents, just emotional. I'm sure this is very scary to get that call that a collapse is happening at your child's school. We are going to talk to the school board chairman, who is giving us a little bit more details of exactly what happened during that collapse. Do we have the sound for that?
ECK on the end.
Okay, and your title?
Chair of Memphis Shelby County Schools.
Okay, so tell us what took place here today.
Apparently, it seems that there was some sort of collapse of a portion of the roof inside the school. I'm not sure where it took place, but it was impacted, so Memphis Fire Department has asked the school district to evacuate the building, and that just happened. All the students were evacuated.
Any injuries or anything reported?
I know that no students were injured at all during this, and the administrative staff, I spoke with the principal. Apparently there may have been one person who suffered some kind of injuries. I don't know the extent. I don't believe they were serious, but I can't speak to that exactly. But I know no students at all were injured in any of this.
Right. So all students, everyone has been evacuated out
Oh
of the
yeah,
building?
yeah. The students were taken down to The students were taken down to Metropolitan Baptist Church, which is right down the street, and they had a nice stroll down the street. It wasn't far to walk, and the district had lunch waiting on them down there. So that's where they are right now, while they figure out the administration figures out next steps.
And talk about how quickly you are able to jump in and assess the situation, get students out.
Oh, they were on it. They were on it. I when I got a quick text about it, I called up our deputy superintendent, Dr. Barker, and he says that we have a team headed that way. He's on his way. He's here now, along with Dr. Whitelaw, and immediately they were just assessing the situation. They had the kids underneath the shade trees when I got here, and they just assessed that to follow the recommendation of the Memphis Fire Department to evacuate the building while they investigate to see what's going on inside of the school building.
And typically before school year starts, are there usually like inspections and things like that that take place to make sure the school is up to date?
I cannot speak to that as not the code person for the district. As the chair of the board, I get a general overview, and of course the school was open for business at the first day of school, and this building is very old. A portion of it is, as are a lot of buildings in our district. They're old, and we need new school buildings, and we need the funding for the new school buildings. But right now everything was safe. All the kids were safe, and no one was injured in terms of our students here at the school. But like I said, it's the very beginning of all of this. As the Memphis Fire Department, they go through the building and see the status of it, and they're making recommendations to the administration.
Now, I know you don't know exactly where that roof came down at, but was it in an area that was like older for the building, or?
I have not received any information at all as to where it took place in the building. All I know is that apparently there was a portion of the building the structure was compromised to some degree. That was the language that was used with me, and just out of an abundance of caution, they evacuated the entire building and had the students go to an environment where they are safe, comfortable at Metropolitan Baptist Church, and now enjoying lunch down there.
And you mentioned too how some of the schools here, some of the buildings even that we have are a lot are older. And talk to about you said have been trying to get funding to support these schools and to fix issues and try to
And so,
not rebuild, but fix the facility.
Right. The administration has been asking for several years for additional funding so that we can build new school buildings, address the, some of the deferred maintenance. We certainly received some help with the federal funds recently in replacing AC systems across the district, but we need more. I mean, a lot of these buildings are older, or significantly older, so we want to make sure that our students get the best quality buildings, and we need some new school buildings.
And my last question, about what time did this take place?
I would think that maybe, I'm not sure, perhaps around lunchtime. I know that they had not eaten lunch yet, and so that was a primary concern for the principals, to make sure the students got lunch. And so the district central office, they sent and had the lunches delivered to Metropolitan Baptist Church. So I know the lunches were waiting on them at that time, so I believe the incident happened around lunchtime.
Anything that I might have missed that you'd like to add or want people to know?
No, just that I was really impressed with the response of the district. I mean, they had a whole team here when I got here, and I got here pretty quick because I was nearby. So they assessed the situation. They talked to Memphis Fire Department, MPD, and that's when they made a decision to evacuate the entire building and move the students to another location, just out of an abundance of caution. But every student is doing just fine and is safe. Okay.
Is there anything parents need to know for pickup, or if they need to come and get their children?
The administration will have to administer that information. I'm not over that. I have no idea, but I know they're on top of it.
Okay,
all right. Thank you.
Again, you were just hearing from the board chairman there. If you missed a little bit of what she was saying, we have confirmed that there has been a partial roof collapse at Cummings Elementary in the Soulsville neighborhood. We do know that 3 adults have been hurt in this, but thankfully no children have been hurt. You are looking at the very heavy presence going on outside of the school, both fire and police on scene right now. We were told from the board chairman that, again, all of the students were evacuated. They got out safely. They are now at a nearby Baptist church, Metropolitan Baptist Church, eating lunch. We got the call into our newsroom around 11, so the kids had not gone to lunch yet. So they did get out of the building safely and are standing there while the fire department now goes into the school to investigate exactly what went wrong. We're still unsure exactly where that roof collapse happened. We are told it could have been in the library portion. Again, 3 adults we know were hurt, but should be okay and out of all of this. School board chairman was saying that she does not know what tomorrow holds, but they are going to wait for the fire investigators to do their investigation to figure out what the next steps need to be, where the students will have school tomorrow, if it will be postponed tomorrow. We, of course, will keep you updated here on ABC 24. But one of the big things that she brought up are that these buildings are old. They have been working to get funding for new buildings within the Memphis-Shelby County Schools District. So this, she says, will be a bigger push to make that happen. She doesn't know if age had a factor to do with this roof collapse, but she did bring that up as one of the problems there. Brittany Moncrief is on scene right now gathering more information about exactly what happened, but this is a very ongoing investigation happening right now. Again, still very heavy presence there, Cummings Elementary. Again, this is a school that you might have remembered. We told you last September that a student brought a gun to school there, shot another student. So this was one of the schools that has already prompted a safety investigation within the district. The district hasn't released the findings on that yet, but we do know now that the fire investigators will be looking at the safety of the building, maybe code as well. Again, you're looking live at that scene, all of the presence there. We do know, again, the kids are safe at Cummings K-8 Elementary. No kids hurt in this. Of course, we saw them evacuated, so there is an early dismissal at the school today. Parents will be going to Metropolitan Baptist Church. That is where they evacuated the students. The chairman said it was a very short walk from the school, so there is no transportation needed. They walked over to that Baptist church. They are safe, eating lunch, but 3 adults were hurt in this, but all should be okay. Again, continuing to follow this story throughout the day. And we will, of course, keep you updated on air and online on abc24.com, also on our ABC 24 app.